I'm so over the clutter. I just want to get rid of everything. If you are a mom of really any age kids, but especially littles, then you definitely know how hard it can be to find time to do things that are like extra, such as decluttering, which I really need to do. And both my kids are napping. I have an almost 2-year-old and a baby, and I really have to take advantage of their nap times, because if I don't, then it's hard to get a lot of things done. So I'm going to spend the rest of their nap, probably 45 minutes, maybe an hour, simply decluttering, because you guys, I'm so over it. I'm so over the clutter. I just want to get rid of everything. I saw this funny reel that, I don't know, on Facebook or something, and it was like from a husband's perspective, and it was a video of his wife like running through the house just throwing stuff in a box, and he said like, this is my wife whenever she gets overwhelmed, is just to get rid of everything. And that is how I feel. I feel like I just want to go through every room, every living space especially, and just put stuff in a box. I'm going to be pretty ruthless, and I don't have much time. That's why I'm probably talking really fast, because I do feel quite rushed. I want to get as much done as I can during this time. This is technically my second episode in my messy to manageable series that I'm sharing here on YouTube. I'm going to go ahead and get started on decluttering since I do not have that much time. And while I do so, I'm going to chat a little bit more about this series, why I started it, and what you can expect to see, and how I want to encourage you through this journey. I'll also add, before I get started, I'm not cleaning, I'm not organizing. Things are a little bit of a mess in a lot of these areas, so we're just gonna roll with it. Today's mission is just to declutter. I'm gonna save the organizing for days in the future, not today, just getting rid of stuff. Common mindset I see among moms, and I think it can be a little dangerous. It's the idea that because we have young kids, or because life feels overwhelming, we just let our homes fall into disarray. But I really believe that no matter what season we're in, whether we're staying at home, working from home, or working outside the home, it's still our role to care for what we've been given. I've definitely said things like, oh, I'll take care of that in the next season. But the truth is, it starts with small, simple steps. Cleaning, organizing, tending to our space helps us and our families to thrive. Now, in this series, I am not showing you how to have a Pinterest perfect home. I'm just inviting you into my real everyday life, tackling problem areas one step at a time. I have a toddler and a baby. Our life is full, especially in the summertime right now, but that doesn't mean I can just let everything spiral. So if you are also craving more peace in your home, I hope that this video gives you a gentle nudge. Fold some laundry, declutter a drawer, work alongside with me, whatever you have time for. Let's work together to take our homes from messy to manageable. Okay, I do have quite the stack of books that I'm going to just declutter. Basically, if I don't enjoy these books, if I think I would be like, oh, not that book, when Danny brings them to me, then I'm basically just getting rid of them, because I think literature should be enjoyable for everybody. If I'm like annoyed to read it, it's probably not a very well-written book. I don't know, that's just what I think. So yeah, a lot of these were either, I don't know, not necessarily gifted, but I've bought some like book sets off of like Marketplace and stuff, and there were maybe just some odd ones. Even like libraries, I'll sometimes just like grab, when I was a teacher, I would just like grab books, and yeah, these titles just aren't really doing it for us. So I'm gonna declutter those. These are more board books in our play area. I don't think there'll be any for me to declutter over here, because we read all of these ones, but I'm just gonna double check, because you never know. Almost all of our books, oh, we have more upstairs, but the boys are napping, so we'll go through those ones later. I do have a few toys I'm going to part with. This Love Everyone was one that we just didn't really use much, so I need to find the other pieces. I'm gonna get rid of that one. I think we will also part with these cars. We have so many vehicles, and these ones, there's nothing necessarily wrong with them. They don't get really played with, and yeah, we just have so many. So I think I'll just keep some of our better quality ones. Do I want to take on the laundry room right now? I know there's stuff in there that can go, but I'm scared. Oh, do you see the stuff? Maybe I'll do just like a quick comb over, see if there's anything. These baskets, I pretty much just store some toys in that I will sort of rotate in and out of. And this can go downstairs. And these two was from our Love Every play kit. I feel like all this information is online, so I'm going to not keep this. I think we can part with this car. And this little activity I printed off, I think we will part with this too. It was one that was super fun, but kind of matching the animals. He pretty much mastered it, so I think we can move on from that. That's one thing I find about decluttering too, is I just come across just so much trash, things that aren't even in the wrong spot. They just need to be thrown away. Found the other pieces to that toy, and then another book to declutter. As far as this play area goes, I feel like everything else will stay here. I have just a bunch of these black and white cards for read, which is really nice, and I do like having them, but we just don't need this many, so I feel like 5 or 6 is enough. So I'm going to part with, I think, all of these. Okay, rolling right along. I think I hear them. Yep, that's them. What time is it? Maybe they'll go back to sleep. Hello, hello. It is quite a few days later. I'm whispering because there's a baby sleeping right over there. I am jumping back on the decluttering train. Took a little hiatus, but I really need to spend some solid time in the closet. There are balloons back here because we have someone turning 2 very soon. So I'm gonna close the door so that I can actually talk in a normal volume. I'm sorry that the lighting is so bad here. I'm going to just take like everything out of here. All of the drawers need to be gone through. I would love to declutter some clothes out of here. I find this season of being postpartum really hard when it comes to clothing, what fits, what doesn't fit, getting rid of some maternity clothes. I have an appointment this afternoon to go try and sell some of my maternity clothes at like a little shop here in town. I also just have some random shoes and clothing in here. So bad that I can hardly like close my drawers. These are all of pants down here. Nothing is really folded. It's quite chaotic. I'm really finding that when I come in here into our closet, I feel overwhelmed. I just like grab what I need, but I also am having a hard time finding things because it's just so messy. So we're gonna fix that today, declutter, and also just as I put things back, I will make sure that they are a little bit more organized. Well, as you know, if you have a home, if you have kids, if you have a husband, if you have a a living place. So much of the work that we do in our homes is so quickly undone. The dishes get dirty again, the floors need mopping again, the closet needs organizing again. It can all start to feel kind of pointless, and maybe you've asked yourself, why do I even bother? Because I know that I have asked that question many times. Well, I want to share a quote that has stayed with me over the years, one that I was recently reminded of from Elizabeth Elliot. She wrote, "The way you keep your house, the way you organize your time, the care you take in your personal appearance, the things you spend your money on, all speak loudly about what you believe. The beauty of thy peace shines forth in an ordered life. A disordered life speaks loudly of disorder in the soul." Now, I'm not claiming to have it all together. If you have watched this video, you've seen the clutter and the mess, because that is real life. But I want to keep striving. I want to be diligent, to not let things pile up, to take the time to declutter, to organize, to care for the space that I've been given. If you haven't gotten up to do something yet, maybe this is your gentle nudge to do so. I became a mom just 2 years into marriage, so I didn't have a lot of time learning how to be a homemaker before jumping into motherhood. And I'll be honest, sometimes the lack of order gets to me because it's just something that I am really still learning and growing in. Toddler things, baby things, where to store it all, how to manage my time. There's so much that I am learning right now, and none of us are doing this perfectly. We are all just trying to be faithful. So if you're feeling overwhelmed, don't freeze. Just do the next thing. Declutter one drawer, sort one basket, tackle one pile of papers. Don't chase perfection. Just be faithful with what's in front of you. Well, as you can see in here, somebody woke up from their nap quite a bit earlier than expected, which is just part of it with having young kids, babies. It's inevitable that you will get interrupted. So we're just rolling with it. He will join me for the rest of this decluttering. Excuse you. Oh no. No. Okay. Also inevitable that you will probably get spit up on you. Well, I'm pleased with what I've accomplished so far. I've got a bunch of maternity clothes that I'm going to get rid of, just ones that I didn't wear this last pregnancy, and then a little pile of things that I will keep, as well as some random baby clothes that I found that I had stuffed in my closet of things that Reed didn't wear. So I will also donate those. Something I'm learning when it comes to projects like this, I tend to be an all or nothing person. Like, I love to just get everything done, do an entire closet reorganization, and spend like hours at a time doing that. And with having young kids, that's just not realistic. And so it really helps to just do it bit by bit and set smaller goals, smaller expectations. So for the rest of this time while my toddler is napping, I would love to at least get through the rest of the drawers, get everything ready that I'm going to donate or drop off for the maternity boutique. And if I have time, I will put away things for like sweaters and things like that. I'm gonna kind of store it in a tote, I think, is my game plan. We're gonna hang out here. We're gonna hang out like this. Okay?
Yesterday there was sun and there was rain, beauty in the mundane. And as the light startled our eyes, we let go of disguise. And now there's something in the air and a sparkly shimmer on our skin, restoring everything within. Dreamy, breezy, we go.
I've been so focused, I've been forgetting to drink my coffee. Just went through all of my sweaters. These are ones that I am going to keep, but I'm not currently wearing. And I will also keep these ones. These are ones that I am still wearing, even though it's summertime. I'll wear them around the house. And then I am going to declutter this sweater. I did not wear at all this fall and winter, which tells me I don't need it. Although I do feel like this color is a good color for me. I don't know, maybe not. But I think I'm going to declutter it because I never wore it. Although I was also pregnant, so maybe that's why. Maybe I'll hold on to this one just in case. We'll give it another season, another try. This one I wore a ton because it is maternity. However, it did shrink quite a bit. I would put it in the dryer. So I feel like I might just be able to wear it as a normal sweater, but I think I will still put it in with my maternity stuff. Hi. Oh, and then this jacket too is like a zip up Columbia one. I think it's a small, it's a medium, but it fits pretty small. So I'm going to donate this one. I have not worn it in probably a few years.
Hand in hand, building castles out of sand, reaching for the grand. As willows align, we lose track of time. Head up high, now we climb. Oh, dreamy, breezy, we go. Easy, easy on our tiptoes, undercover agents of the other, beyond gravel, beyond dawn. A bigger scale, the world inhales as we go. I wouldn't want it any other way, no. Dreamy, breezy, we go. Easy, easy on our tiptoes, undercover agents of the other, beyond gravel, beyond dawn. Dreamy, breezy, we go. Easy, easy on our tiptoes.
Hello, it is a few days later again. I got interrupted. I think Danny woke up last time when I was cleaning out our closet, but I did get it finished. It looks so much better. It is so much more peaceful in there, and I'm so much more motivated to put things back where they belong when it's easy to open and close drawers, when it doesn't feel overwhelming. So I'm really glad that I got that finished. As you saw, I dropped off all of our stuff donations at the thrift store, and then I popped in just to see if they had anything. I was looking for some baskets to put our socks in. We just have some plastic bins, and I would love to have something that just looks a little bit nicer since it is on top of our dresser in our closet. And then I saw these two baskets, which I noticed immediately because I already have one that is exactly like this. I don't even know where they're from. They look like maybe they could be like H&M or something. I'm not sure, but there were actually 3 of them at the thrift store. So I got this one and then another one exactly the same. The third one, the handle was a little bit broken, so I left that one. I figured that these would be good to put our socks in. Now that they're home, I'm thinking they might be a little bit big, but at least they'll definitely work for now. I love like finding identical baskets at thrift stores. Doesn't always happen, so I was super excited to find those ones. And then I also just checked the picture frame section and saw a couple ones. There were a few that I was humming and hawing over, but I ended up bringing home this one with me. This was actually a set of 2. There was this church one, and then I forget what the other building was. But what I noticed is that they are actually, I don't know if you would call this embroidery. It's stitched on here, this drawing, and I am wanting to add a miniature gallery wall in our bedroom, something just to add a little bit more character, a little more texture, and I thought that this could be a fun one to just add. Usually I get picture frames and I dispose of the artwork because I don't usually like it, but this one I actually really like. And then this one I also got. This is actually a painting that is in here, but I really like the frame. I don't think I'll keep the painting. It is like on canvas. I guess I could paint over it. I'm not sure. Let me know if you like this painting, if you think, I feel like this has to go in a kitchen because it's food. But I was really drawn to the detailing in the frame. I think that it just looks really nice, kind of this brass like washed wood. Super cute. So grab these ones. I have a couple other frames that I just already had, so I'm gonna kind of play around with it. I don't know if these two look together. I think this is too dark. But anyways, I was really excited to find those. And then also, before wrapping up this video, I wanted to share, I have a little bit of an art shop update. I have an Etsy shop where I sell resources for little ones, as well as like heirloom quality prints. I have birth flowers in there, but a lot of what I do are flashcards and prints for preschool age kiddos. So like alphabet, numbers, and now colors. I'm so thrilled to share my everyday colors card set. This is the third set in my collection. I have alphabet, numbers, and now colors. I am so happy with how they turned out. They look so sweet. I went ahead and added this border on the edge. I don't know if you can see, it's really bright here, but I think they just turned out so cute. Yellow and blue, no, that's not blue. Yellow and blue I think are my favorites. I just loved painting these illustrations. So I have these, they're already uploaded in my shop, so I will link it in the description box if you are interested. I do have them on sale right now, just as a celebratory sale with launching them. So that will only last until the end of the month, until the end of July. So take advantage of that. I will link all of that information down in the box below. I absolutely love creating things like this, and it is just so fun to see it come to fruition. I've had this idea for so long, and I finally just sat down and started painting, and it literally just unfolded in front of me, and I was just so thrilled to get them printed, have them in my hands, and be able to share them with you all. And I want to say thank you so much for your support too. Every like on a video, every purchase from my Etsy shop, every time you comment on a video truly makes a huge difference. It helps me to grow Laura's Life Joy, and I'm just so thankful that you are here. I hope that you enjoyed this video, that you found some encouragement here, some motivation maybe to start decluttering, organizing. Subscribe if you are new to stay tuned for the rest of my Messy to Manageable series. There is still lots of work to be done, lots of growth happening, and I would love for you to join. Thanks again so much for joining me here today, and I will see you in my next video. Bye.
Yesterday there was some